How's it going, family? Welcome back to the channel. So Saitama has been in the news all over the place, not just Twitter, but also on Market Watch. Let me show you something that I came across, guys. This is really bullish for the Saitama community because by the end of this video, you're going to see why it's going to expose Saitama to not only thousands, but several millions of people. But before we get into that, remember to go ahead and like this video, comment below after you've watched the video, of course, chime into this conversation because it's going to be a good one. And then also make sure you subscribe to this channel with your notification bells turned on. All right, guys, let's hop into this because this is very exciting for us to talk about today. Now, this is an article that was posted to marketwatch.com. And if you don't know anything about Market Watch is essentially one of my personal go-to websites to learn more about what's going on in the crypto market and also what's going on in the overall stock market and the economy. And so the audience for Market Watch is vastly related to those folks who are interested in investing, not just in the stock market, but also in the crypto market. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this article and dive into it because it has some juicy things that I wanted to point out that's going to make you feel bullish after the end of this conversation. So the article states, it says, the innovative Saitama token has been reformed to be more stable and safe. I'm going to make this larger so you can see it better. There we go. Now, as we go down, we can see a picture of the SaitaPro app. So right then and there, right out the gate, we're seeing that SaitaPro is at the forefront of this discussion. And for all intents and purposes, this article came out on September 1st, 2022, published. That's the word I'm looking for. It was published on September 1st, 2022. And you guys know we are getting towards the end of the year, marching on in Q4. And this is where crypto people are looking to make some money because they got to buy those Christmas gifts. They got to buy those Thanksgiving holiday gifts. They got to get those things ready for the new year. So people are looking for those things to invest in. And friends, by this being listed on Market Watch, this is yet another resource where investors like you and I can find out more about upcoming projects. Now, let's continue on here. So if we look at this article and dive into the details here, because it's very interesting, it basically starts off by stating that Saitama is a Web 3.0 or Web 3 technology company, which means that it is aiming to be a trendsetter in what's called the metaverse. And it's saying that it's leading the charge by updating the characteristics of a token as well as an app, which is the SaitaPro app, which allows customers to learn decentralized finance systems efficiently. Now, if we continue to go on, it talks about crypto, it talks about NFT, which is non-fungible tokens. We like to educate you. Remember, NFTs, non-fungible tokens that are on the blockchain. So think of it as art or assets that are tagged to a crypto wallet. All right. So that's what an NFT is. We keep things simple on this channel. So as we scroll down, we can see they have a YouTube link here. And that YouTube link, I'm not going to click it, but it goes to the Saitama, the We Are Saitama official YouTube page where it has that video that introduces people to the Saitama community and the ecosystem in general. Now, this is where things get really, really bullish and interesting for the reader. It says the new updated Saitama token is sweeping the market. Now, you may ask, why is that? Now, as we go down in this article, it gives details around, I'm going to maximize the article here. It gives details around the number of tokens in circulation decreasing from 100 billion to about 45 billion in circulation all over the world. It's educating the reader on SaitaPro. Now, there is a piece here that talks about the use case for SaitaPro, mentioning that it is both on desktop and mobile. As you know, the mobile app is the SaitaPro app, and then the desktop version is the Saitaswap. That's just the web app version. Okay. It talks about Fang, which is going to be that whole NFT marketplace, and it talks about the upcoming play to earn games. Now, one of the things that I wanted to point out really quickly while we're here on this topic is the fact that a lot of people said that Saitama was a rug pull. Now, if you were of that school of thought, don't you think that Saitama would have rug pulled a long time ago? They've had literally over a year to do so. But you know what? They just continue. They, meaning the devs, just continue to move forward and trying their best to push this project forward to the masses to attract new investors and to instill confidence in the current investors. Were mistakes made under the V1 contract? Yes. Are the devs human? Yes. People make mistakes. That's the point of what I just said. Now, let's go ahead and continue on with this article because I am bullish. I am really bullish on this. So it says here, it says Saitama has partnered with many advantageous projects. Now, this, my friends, is where they're going to start name dropping on some very key players here, not only for the Saitama partnerships, but also for crypto in general in the crypto industry. It says this. One of the major alliances of Saitama, mainly for SaitaPro, includes ePayMe. Mind you, ePayMe is that technology that has been introduced into the Saitama ecosystem, namely on the SaitaPro app through integration that allows users like you and I that do not have to hold Saitama, by the way, to purchase crypto through SaitaPro in a decentralized fashion, right? Using your debit and credit card. So that takes away the whole necessity of needing to know how to swap tokens. Now, as we continue on, it talks about why Saitama. It talks about the power of the Saitama community, and then it talks more information about Saitama. So one of the things I wanted us to do is to connect the dots with Market Watch and why this article being featured on Market Watch is really bullish for the Saitama community. I want you to take a look at this. This is very, very, very interesting, guys. Look at this. This is a website called SimilarWeb.com. This website is something that I use to research websites to learn more about their demographics, more about the folks that visit the website, more about their traffic. I like to call it foot traffic. Even though it's on the web, it's still foot traffic. It's how many visits does this website get on a monthly basis or on an annual basis or whatever interval timeline you're looking at. Now, one of the things I wanted to point out here is Market Watch is actually ranked number 2. So it is the second most visited website on the entire internet when it comes to finance. Let that sink in, guys. When it comes to finance, it is the second most popular, most visited website on the globe when it comes to finance. That right there in itself is very bullish for Saitama to have exposure to the masses across the world. Now, let's go down here. You see this? What does it say? It says 72.4 million. 72.4 million individuals visit Market Watch on a monthly basis. Now, this data is as of June 2022. And the reason that is because it's usually a lag of a month or so, month or two in the data that's compiled here. But as you can see, that's opening up Saitama to be viewed by upwards of 72 million potential investors. So even if we don't get all 72 million folks invested in a token, this is still exposing the Saitama project to the masses. 72 million people is a lot of people to learn about Saitama. And with it being featured on Market Watch in itself is a very reputable website, very reputable company. And the reason I say that is this. Look at this. They have about 500 employees. They've been around since 1995. They're based out of the U.S. in New York City, and they have revenue upwards of $200 million per year. Now, as we continue on here looking at this, we can see that when we break it down, we can get some more information that's key to us. We can see that the number of visitors to this website has been around 70 plus million consistently. If we go back to April, they had upwards of 84 million potential investors that were there. Now, if we continue to go on, we can see that the number of visitors to this Market Watch is split out like this. 71% of the users of Market Watch are based out of the U.S. About 5.6% comes out of Canada, 3% is out of the UK, 1.6% out of Australia, 1.14% out of India, and 17% from all over the rest of this world. Now, this is something that's very interesting as well. When we break it down more, we get an understanding of the gender and the age distribution of the viewership for MarketWatch.com. When we look at this, we see that there are 70% of the viewers making up the viewership are male, and the majority of viewers are within the age range of 25 to 34 years old. Now, let me ask you something. If you've been around crypto for a long time, you will know that there is something interesting about the statistics that I just showed you regarding whether the visitor is male or female, as well as the age demographics for the viewers. You see something that's similar here? Well, let me go ahead and spoil the surprise for you. This is almost identical to the investors in the crypto market. What does that mean for Saitama? Well, guess what? It means that Saitama is targeting the specific age group and the specific demographic in terms of male. Not saying that Saitama is discriminating and only wants male to purchase the crypto. My point is, this viewership on MarketWatch.com is in line, lockstep with what we see in the crypto industry. There are more males that are investors into crypto, and there are more millennials, those people who are in the or younger people, those folks that lie within the age range of 25 and older upwards to about 30 something. Now, if we look over here back at the statistics on SimilarWeb for MarketWatch, we can see that, hey, like I said, the majority of the viewers are male. That lines up with crypto. Now, one of the things that I want to stress here, and I kind of disagree with here, that is SimilarWeb is showing, they're showing the majority of viewers are 25 to 34. Now, when it comes to crypto, I would expand that age range to be between 25 all the way to about mid 40s to early 50s. So I would combine all of these together. So that would give you roughly over 50% of their viewers are the target audience for the crypto market. In other words, Saitama is being exposed to the correct demographics of the people that they want to target, that are the people that want to invest in the crypto market and that understand crypto. Now, what does this all mean for Saitama in the end? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what this means is Saitama, number one, is being featured in mass media. This is a part of that whole initiative that they were talking about as far as starting the mass marketing campaign. Number two, with them being them, meaning Saitama, the token in the ecosystem, the project being featured on MarketWatch, you are introducing the token and the community in general to such a greater audience across the globe. And you know what? When with the article being listed on MarketWatch, people are going to look at that. People trust MarketWatch just the same way as people trust CNN, people trust Fox News, people trust MSNBC, people trust all of those different media outlets, Yahoo Finance, and people go to those places to get their news. And there are people that are going to see that article. There are people that are going to see this article here that we just walked through, and they are going to say to themselves, this is a project that I need to be invested in to see some good returns on my investment. Guys, I just wanted to come to you with some breaking news about this article being featured on MarketWatch. I'm very bullish on this. I am personally very bullish because you know what? We have to lay that foundation, and we got to continue to build and build and build, even in a bear market, because you know, when the bear market is over, because trouble doesn't last always, the bear market will be over. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week. It may not be next month, but I can guarantee you the bear market will eventually come to an end, and the bull market will come raging in, and we will most likely very well exceed all-time highs that we saw in the year of 2021. The question on the table is this: where will you be when the next bull run comes in for Saitama and takes Saitama to new all-time highs? Where will you be? Are you dollar cost averaging into this project, increasing your position? Are you telling your friends and family about it? Because I'm going to tell you this. These people that are reading this article, if they're not investing now, they may surely invest when those green candles come. And that is not the time when you want to invest, because you will be chasing green candles. Thank you so much for tuning in to the crypto stream. Go ahead and like this video, leave a comment, join into this discussion because I think it was a very fruitful conversation. I don't want it to be one-sided. I want to chat with you guys down in the comment section below. I do try my best to respond to comments, so go ahead, chime into this conversation. What do you feel is so bullish about Saitama being featured on MarketWatch's website? You know what? Go ahead and subscribe to this channel as well, like I mentioned, guys, and we'll talk to you guys real soon. Take care.